Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Though truth be told, I don't know if these streams are working right now. OBS decided to crash. Sorry, no, Discord decided to crash, so it's not showing things as it should do. So, yeah. Do let me know if it's working. Okay, looks like it's working, so you can hear me. That's cool. If you can hear me, that's fine. Ah, that's good then, that's good. Okay. We'll get into this then, shall we? I'm going to just grab a coffee here. How you doing there, Wesley? Good to have you. Yeah, should be working now. Should be all good to go. He sent a message, actually. Sometimes he sends emails. Obviously, he sends emails with the turns, but sometimes he'll send like an actual message with the turn. And he says the operation ass kicking or something like that has been postponed, which is interesting. Very interesting. I said to him on the turn, I said, like, just tell the guys in Chungking to defect already. So we'll see about that. Shouldn't expect too much this turn. Though we do have something exciting set up. We are going to go ahead and sweep Luganville 1 squadron of Zeros. We do have a second squadron of Zeros. Well, we have other Zeros acting as escort. We're sending about 10 naval bombers to port strike Luganville. Not because I expect to find ships there, but mostly because, well, it's just to try and slow his progress, really. I mean, there could be ships there. I don't bloody know. I would be surprised if there were, though. Yeah, it did look as if the British carrier force had withdrawn. But again, we really can't be too sure. But hopefully we'll be able to get, I don't know, hopefully some information here today would be nice. I still have a number of submarines set up on the path one would take to get to Kirakira. Just in case he actually comes in there unexpectedly. Okay, naval movement. Okay. We got whatever submarine around that area. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know if he would retire the carriers. I kind of felt like he was going to do that due to his movements. I mean, obviously can't be certain, but he may have had to retire due to fuel, perhaps? Though I'm not too certain he would vacate the area in such a way. That'll be interesting, really. Like, we do have, oh, there we go, so, like a Gumo. So he's attempting to get in here with Sea Lion. Now, hopefully, we are in shallow waters, so if they could put some depth charges there, that'd be great. But alas, no. Yeah, that'd be great if we could actually get some depth charges in there. I mean, there's like 2... I think the, for the Buki class has a Type 95-2, so I think the others, I forget what class they are, but I think they might have a Type 2 depth charges, but I'm not entirely certain. But he's getting a little bit bold there, trying to get in. Yeah. Plenty. Yeah, still seeing, right, tanker there, not too surprising. Task force over there, could be. And then we see a task force there, spotted, okay, by flow plane, not too surprising. Now, maybe that is the carrier task force. Who knows? It could be another task force. It could even be a task force. Aha! Yeah, there we go. So the sweep is coming in here. We do see buffaloes, which explains, yeah, we were wondering where the buffaloes had gone. We figured that they were probably being used for this purpose. So his carriers must be within range, but we do see a number of martlets over here too. Diving over here. Hopefully we can actually do some damage. That would be quite nice. We definitely do have a numbers. We should have an escort with the bombers as well. This is quite nice. I mean, this is what we wanted to do to sweep. but we wanted to sweep with an actual purpose. Okay. They're not showing themselves to be too great right now, but as we narrow the range down when we actually build up new bases, that'd be okay. But hey-ho. I don't recall if martlets are armoured. I'm honestly not too in the know about them. But we got the dive. We got the numbers. Hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, well, an AO and a tanker. Okay, yeah, the range didn't help us too much over here. A number of damage so far. And this is the thing with the Zero, it has those cannons that are just not that accurate. It'd be great if they weren't accurate, but not doing too bad so far. Yeah, it seems like we're damaging each other at the moment. There will be deaths. There we go, get one there at last. But there will definitely be deaths. We'll probably lose a couple of zeros here to ops losses. We might be looking, we might not, but more than likely we are going to see ops losses on both sides. Okay, there we go. Not too bad so far. We've had a number of zeros drop out, and I think that's obviously due to the actual range there, really. Right, martlets. Those are the things we'd like to take out. Though a martlet, I think is just a buffalo, isn't it? But it looks a little bit differently. Okay, just 9 zeros here now. Did I say 9? Okay, but that's alright. I would have hoped to wipe them all out, but even so. It's not been too bad so far. I've been intrigued to see how many zeros we actually get home. I will be intrigued. Ah, there we are. Shoot one down. That's good. British name Wildcat. Okay. I was going to say, it looks very similar to the Buffalo, but yeah. You can see there with the wings there. So Wildcat. So, is it equivalent to like an F4, F3A, or what is it equivalent to? But we're doing better now against the Buffalo, so that's quite good. There we go, critical hit on one there. And just 1-0. Nice. Okay, not too bad then. I will have to double check and see what the actual ops losses are afterwards. I can imagine we'll probably take some of those, but that wasn't bad at all. We did come out fairly well, I think. I'm not too well. Yeah, I think that's pretty good for us actually. Not too bad at all. Now, of course, we'll have that strike going in, and hopefully that'll have sufficient escort, and hopefully we can kick some ass. Okay. There we are, 110 casualties. I do have a mix of forces. I probably should have them all. I don't know, it's one of those, isn't it? I've got a couple over here at Ichang that are attacking ground, and those at Hankau attacking the airfield. It's one of those, isn't it? It might be worthwhile to do one over the other, but it's nice. I don't know. I'm looking for the airbase supply hits more than anything. Okay, just waiting on that 16th Engineer Regiment. I do have a number of patrol boats heading out towards like Singapore, some submarine chases as well. I'm gonna get more ASW assets out that way. There we are. Yeah, we have them mixed together here, which is quite amusing. That's interesting, though. Near Duff Islands. I'm not familiar with where Duff Islands actually is. That did, I got like a small snapshot that might have been near Talawa area? Maybe near the, Shortland Islands? No, I forget what they're called now. Is it Shortland Islands? I forget what they're called. No. When Andeni is, maybe. I forget the name of those islands now. Okay, see more ships out there awake. Right. Do we have the port strike going in there? We are seeing ships there, so that looks like it could be very well the carriers, which makes sense. We're seeing the cap over there. There we are. Attacking. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, seeing quite a few ships here. Oh, wow. Ooh. Hello. We are seeing an AP there. Right, we are seeing a lot of task forces right now. Hopefully we can try and sink that AP on its way towards Pearl Harbor. That'd be awesome. What was that? Cancelled mission. We, may not have the port strike go ahead due to weather here. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to go ahead due to weather there. That's a bit of a shame. It's not too bad. If anything, it looks like we did okay. It wasn't rip-roaring success, but it wasn't one-sided either. Well, it was actually in our favour, I think. But as long as we don't take too many losses, I'm going to call that pretty good. Okay, and here we are once again with the bombardments to end all bombardments. That's going to become more and more true as the amount of artillery increases over here over time. I was going to, let me go ahead and make sure I've sped this up, it takes a while nonetheless. I was going to attack over here Cunning, but I've decided, you know what, I might as well wait for the additional tank regiments to arrive. Because these tank regiments are going to go down this road anyway, I might as well just wait for them to arrive over here in Cunning. Take out the base of Patong. Likelihood is that they'll then retreat down this way. And whether I follow them up or not, I do have a little bit of luxury because I could go this way around, which is quite nice. We'll see, we'll see. I also need to get a garrison there, but I would like to use the TIE forces, so I just need to get them in there. Can you imagine the fusion of cooking in that area? That'd be awesome. Where's the 17th then? Here we are. I don't see the unit they're targeting, but they might be targeting a unit that has 0 already, or they might be targeting something else I just can't see right now. It is pretty hard to tell sometimes. I wish you could actually expand the view there. Alas. Right, there we are. The losses that were inflicted now are looking pretty good. We do seem to average about 300. They destroy some vehicles, which is interesting. I would imagine those to be trucks or something of that nature. But yeah, 11 squads destroyed there, 24 disabled, 314 total there. You can see that his, looks like he's had some additional forces right, but obviously we have as well. We should be able to overmatch him. Why is... Okay, yes. I can hear this or what? Okay. I'll wait for people to let me know. I'd love when OBS fucks me over. Right, that's good. Thank you very much for that, chickens. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. OBS decided to have some errors here today, which is awesome. Love that. Love that. All about that. Right, so we have the 10th A and the 9th Armoured Car over here, but yeah. They'll probably just retreat down this road. I do intend to send the Armoured Cars probably down here anyway. Oh no, they're going to remain in position so that damage so they can't. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, we actually destroyed them. Wow. You can see me writing. Cool. Yeah. I'm not used to being able to actually just destroy units in place. That's fantastic news. I'm just used to them being a major pain that you have to go ahead and deal with. So that's quite nice. Yeah. Wait for a couple of the other tank regiments to arrive, and then we'll have them all move up over here too. I need to get forces down there to garrison that ASAP, but we can get that now. Yeah. Going ahead with the bombardment with the artillery over here. Not really. I mean, by the time they're going to arrive at Chongqing, it's... yeah. We need them out of the way, though. We can't be so, like, everything that goes to Chongqing. It's not going to be that bad. Okay. So the first Chinese corps here. Yeah, they surrender. Now, as of when I'd like to attack Chongqing, I'm working on getting the divisions out here. I need to get the armor down here as well. The armor would definitely help. Right, so they're gone there, which is quite helpful. Akita up there, Kira there, good. Yep, with Kira now to size 1, we can actually make some good progress there. We can actually fly in a lot of supply. Well, not so much supply, it's not very efficient flying it in. We can fly units in though, which works quite nice. Phuket, Denpasar, Bencoolen. A lot of those are quite familiar there. I can see obviously the amount of fortifications going up across the periphery is nice. Always big on that one. But yeah, so we didn't have the port strike go ahead here today, but I'm going to blame that probably on the weather. Though in fairness, that might have worked well. Might have worked out well enough, perhaps. He's going to be in a situation now where he's like, okay, do I continue to cap this or not? Okay, a couple AKs arriving there. More Yokosuka. Cool. Liking those. Yep, but it looks like we have an idea where his carriers are. That's pretty awesome. So we'll go ahead and save it and then open it up again. There we are. I mean, the good thing about these quieter turns is that we do get a lot of things done pretty quick. So I'm quite happy about that. We had 2 regiments arrive in Chongqing today. Waiting on the 3rd regiment, which should have probably... they might be able to start... Well, they've already started marching, actually, so they shouldn't be too far out now. So that's pretty good. Hopefully, losses here today weren't too bad. Oh, wow, that's great news. I can get behind that. I don't know how accurate that is. Not the Jakes, by the way, but I mean the 0 losses. I don't know how accurate this is in regards to his losses, but that's not too bad there. So, apparently 2 martlets. Apparently 7 buffaloes. That's a pretty good ratio there. No, Gary, I have my method. I have my method. That I can just see. I like being able to just see. Leave me be. Leave me be. And we do have an albacore. Now, albacores are the torpedo bombers, aren't they? That's interesting. Kingfisher there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty happy about that. That worked out pretty well there. Showing that we have those other losses, but I'm not too bothered about that. Yeah, so he appears to be here. That's good to know then. But we do see quite a few forces over here. I do have the I-19 luckily, and she does have some pretty good range. I'd love to find a AP in here. I would love to find that. Maybe. And we actually have some information here. CVE is interesting. I don't know when it gets CVEs. It could even be Hermes, but I would doubt that. But I do not know. Oh, hell yes. Hello. Within West. And we do have eyes on the AO there. Right, we do have some in the way. That's very good news. We do see the AE there. I'm not really seeing much in the way of escorts. There could be escorts here. It could be potentially worthwhile to try and get in there. I don't know if you can even do that. I don't know how. I don't think you can. He's got a science flight port, so he can. I would be pretty surprised if he couldn't actually house them. I don't think his gun into the actual hex would actually help us there. But we do have eyes on targets over here, which is pretty nice. We do see him over here still, which is pretty good. I'm glad to see that they're actually here now. That was ASO trying to get the I-19. Yeah, we'll also change that. That one moving east is interesting. Still good to see. We do have the APD, DD, PG, AM, AVD. That's interesting that he's moving back west. Why would he move back down here to then go down here? Maybe to refuel, maybe to take on fuel again, perhaps. I mean, he did have a tanker arrive here. We know that there are tankers here. Yeah, I know that. I'm just talking about this one here. Right, Sherry didn't get punished for this over here. But the good news is we now have Kira up there. 10% into size 2. Hopefully that'll go fairly quickly. It should take about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, something like that. Maybe about 5 days or so. But that's good, we can get that going now. I believe we have... Yep, 135 supply there. Though, with these submarines, I'm quite happy to pull back from that. We don't have anything on the way as of yet. Well, actually, no, I say that. We do have some fast transports on their way there. To Kirikira. So I'll leave the destroyers over here, but I'll have the AKs pulled back, so we don't have any losses there. Show pilots of the swoop squadron. Which one was it there? So here we are. Yep. Some experience gained there. Very nice there. Okay. Damage on the aircraft, but not bad. They did really well there, actually. Yes, so we have thunderstorms over Tulagi. I mean, this is the only downfall of the of the surface control area, really. Surface control bases, really. But once we do gain Lunga up to that size 5, it is easy then to do things from Lunga. It works well, it's just, yeah, we do have to work with the constraints of weather, but weather can screw everybody. It just screws us more often than not. Kind of get used to it. Yeah. Bad storms in the area here all around. I do have additional submarines arriving in the area. That's good news. More over here too. That's cool. Free winter vet farm kills. Coolio. Right there on their way back. Now. Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, they're going to be quite fast there. Moving west, though. Okay, they're going to be quick. What is our cruise speed over here? Right. I-28 probably has a good chance of catching them. But we'll try and hunt them down. I do have other submarines in the area, but they're quite far out. But we might be able to assume they're heading towards Midway. It's a shame I didn't have more out this way, but that's pretty good to see there. At least we're aware of them. But that's very interesting then. Now these could be the new marine forces, and it would make sense that he might be preparing the ground here for like some sort of foray out from Wade to the Marshals. I doubt the Marshals though. He could do it. I mean, I'd love to get some much. I mean, I really regret. I should have committed to having them the 84th here. I got cold feet and paid the price for that. Should have had them committed there to Zongi. Not all of them, but some of them would have been nice. It would be great if it was to go for Marcus Island, but it's like, oh shit, actually Marcus Island is actually well defended as far as it goes there. ATLS. That's good to know. I don't think it's going to be running them full speed anyway. Now, we're looking pretty good here today, then. Again, we haven't seen the AKs over here. I did see something else. Now, where was that? It might have been down here, but I don't think it was. It did say AK, I believe. So, task forces. Oh, those are my own. Oops. Was it over here? Might have been that. I didn't really get much chance to see what it was, actually. So it could be up that way. Okay. I do have these two fellows over here. I do want that done. I'm just fully expected to see a number of regiments end up losing so much strength unnecessarily. But that's generally how it goes with regiments. Right. I'm a little concerned really regarding Birmingham, because we did see that task force, and he doesn't move task forces without reason, especially within areas that he knows that we'll be able to see him in. So he's definitely up to something there. Would not be shocked about that. You know, I decided against this actually. I decided, you know what? Bugger the hex over here. If I take Kunming and if I take Patong, what really is there? I mean, we've got the base over here, but that one doesn't really matter. And if he retreats down to... he's not going to retreat to Changtai, I don't... I wager he wouldn't. So I don't think it really matters that much. Right, okay. They're in here, 110th. You're marching on to Chongqing. Yep, okay. So you can stay on that path, and 23rd C can remain here then. Now, do I require... I do require... I hate having garrisons. I need to try and get garrisons in here so we can have all these divisions and regiments actually form up over here. But for the time being, 23rd can remain here. They can continue to prep, and they can actually have a little bit of rest time now. So that's not too bad. Okay. One of them is headed out there, so you can see they're making good timing. So they're going to go in there, attack them. We should... well, I'm going to wait until I can get Patong, and then I'll attack them, really. They may then try to retreat down here, but I'm not entirely sure. Right. They do seem to be taking their sweet time, but then that's the issue with secondary road there. The armor's making good progress. It doesn't look like they're moving too far each turn, but like every 2 or so turns they'll move a hex. It doesn't seem too quick, but then you take a look at how long it takes for infantry to do it, and you get an idea of just how much quicker they are. Okay. Right, tank regiments here. I may have these tank regiments. I don't think I need to be too concerned. I could potentially have a tank regiment sit on these hexes here so that it can't trace the supply path, but I don't think it really much matters. We are getting to that point now where we are into the last days. It's going to take some time to get to the last day itself, but it is on the way. Yeah, I decided I might as well have these tanks actually move up here. I figured I could potentially have the tanks head to Kunming to aid out there. Due to the fact that they can move pretty quick, it's pretty useful. Quite a big fan of them. They'll likely retreat down there, but it's not guaranteed. Moving up to the north there. I want to get these army headquarters over to Chongqing. I might leave one over here to Changde, but I wouldn't really mind taking both of them and just increasing the amount of support that we have out here. I would not mind that. Okay. It would be great if you attacked us, I'm not gonna lie. that'd be excellent, but it's not gonna happen. Right, Temp A. Sitting Kienko. Aye. These regiments, I'm not entirely sure how I want to use them, because they are going to be quite small, and they're likely going to get chewed up. We might have them just used for their artillery per se. Though I may have this guy actually march across over here and maybe take control of this hex side, but I don't know how much that's actually worth. For the time being, I'm going to have them set to march to Chongqing until I can figure out what's actually worthwhile doing with them. The armoured car, I may just have move over this way. They can then move across onto the road here, perhaps. But it's like, how much is that actually really worth to us? I'm not too sure. A lot of the previous concerns that we had are not quite there anymore now. So for the time being, I'm going to have them continue their march on to Chongqing. Yeah. I wish we had 100 prep for Chongqing, but hey. Okay. So I'm going to bring the 27th and the 17th. I'm also going to bring the RGC and the Mongol Garrison Army up that way too to Chongqing. So I might as well have them begin prepping for Chongqing actually now. Okay. So that's 817 AV. Eventually all of these assets will be up at Chongqing. So that's 461 there. Excluding the Chinese. There's 1276 there on their way. Of course we do have 36 there. So let's say another 500 or so heading up that way. Going down the road there. 156, but I'm not going to count them too much because of them being a regiment. We do have the tank regiments. Another 416 there, and another HQ. Need to get more and more. Really need to get it all out there. Get these guys up there too. I'm going to wait for the tanks to actually get in here too. At least we can have them aid in taking Kunming, and then they can all march over that way. Though, as much as we can possibly get in there would be quite good. We do have another 2 tank regiments over here, the 10th and the 12th, on their way down to Chungking. They're going to make some pretty good time. So that'll bring us up to, well, there's 5 tank regiments in this general area. There's another 2 tank regiments down here. Got 1 tank regiment there, and then there's another 2, 3, 4. I think that's all the tank regiments in that area. Yeah, I don't think we have any others there. Right, they're going to arrive short enough. Oops. Need to go ahead and move a unit back over there. God damn it. Right, they can just head back down there for the time being. Okay, additional torpedo boats arrived. We do have more torpedo boats on the way as well. Interestingly, I don't see that submarine in this area now, which is actually pretty surprising. Unless that is the submarine there. I really can't be sure of that. I really can't be sure. We did see... we saw a submarine here, so it could be that one there, but we did see it out this way. So apparently, too, I'm surprised that we're not seeing it right now, because I did deploy a DD, and I put a couple of PPs out here as well, actually. I'm surprised that we're not seeing anything there. Okay, let's wait those AKs there, AKLs. We do have some forces loaded up over here, another 48th. What we'll go ahead and do then is, we do have Tacloban over here. Let's see. Tacloban doesn't require garrison, which is pretty nice. So we'll probably, well, what is the actual terrain there? Jungle. What do we have in terms of actual facilities here? Have size 2 ports, size 1 there. That one would have to land on one of the hexes over here, unless we wanted to go in there for an opposed landing, but I prefer not to. So we'll go to Bay Bay first, and then land there. Size 2 port a bit quicker. Get Tacloban sorted. That's a size 1 port. Though actually, I think we'll go for Roxas actually. It's a size 1 port. It's one of those where we don't need to worry about the unloading process. If it takes a little bit longer, that's fine. Release over here at, however you want to pronounce that, Lolio, I'll be able to load it quicker with a size 2. So it's taking a good standing. 5319. What the hell's 5319? Oh, 5390. Sorry, I thought you said 19. Yeah, I'm like looking at the screen and looking down at the tablet and looking back up. I was like, what? Right, okay. It is range 6 from a previous site in it. Right, okay. Ah, that one, okay. So is it that one there? Right, okay. That's fine. God damn it, Gary, you're in your backseat driving. Amikaze is heading back over here to Kobe. Canton's going to feel really quite popular at the moment. So we do have the LSD over here now, which is fantastic. I'd like to... Oh, I do have a DD on its way down here, I think. Where is it? Ah, these are the DDs I meant. Yeah. So they can go to Canton there. It's a rhetorical question. Rhetorical, I swear. Okay. I was thinking about where to have this unit moved in fairness. Could go for quite young, perhaps. Run a couple of bombers out from there. Something of that nature, just shorten the distance. But in fairness, I don't know if the light bombers over here could actually make that. But they could potentially make that. If not, I could have them just move up to base over here like Nankyang or something. Not Nankyang, actually. Well, we might be looking at some distance. Yeah, either or. If I can get the light bombers in there, I'm going to do that. But I'd like to have something over here to Guiyang, so I could actually potentially base some bombers over there. Reduce that range, really. That'd be handy enough. But now we're looking generally quite good today. I do feel a lot better than we have eyes on some carriers at least, so I'm quite happy about that. It definitely does answer the question of where the buffaloes went, so pretty happy about that. The APs are interesting, raises a couple of questions. We have been seeing more activity in like this sort of region. The illusions I guess you could call separate, but I mean this one over here, it does make you wonder then, are they going to be like Marine Forces? I don't know, makes you wonder. Again, the wonderful thing is, if he does go for Marcus Island, it is going to have... I think it could probably, unless he's going to go in with something really quite serious, I think it probably would be defeated there. I would be fairly confident on that one, actually. And the beautiful thing is, if he actually does go in quite serious, we do have a Kitabatai not too far away, so, and you know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I don't imagine we'll get... Well, I don't know. It depends, really. I'd love him to go for Marcus. If we could get, like, level 4 fortifications or something of that nature, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a bit of revenge there. But in fairness, he had, like, 200 AV on Wake, so, yeah, I can't quite compare them, but at least we have more coastal defense guns here at Marcus. At least we got that going for us. Yeah, things are generally going okay here, actually. A bit more fuel there. I'd realised as well, actually. Meant to move these together and I'd forgotten about the 8Ks. AVs. They know their names. Alright. Not too long until they're down here. I think I'll probably have them replaced by the longer ranged APs. I think we have a couple down here, perhaps. Yeah, I think I'll probably have those guys sent elsewhere. The shorter ranged APs are good, but yeah, we can do something from their main Achilles heel, and that is the, the short gun-down range. Okay. Just so we are seeing more of it. He's definitely building up cards. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, they're set for Woodlark, but they don't have to go to Woodlark. Probably have them, possibly one or two. I'd say at least one radar unit could go over here to Kira. Maybe one to Tasafaronga, perhaps? Something of that nature. 50% of the way there to an airfield 1,000 ship base. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, so things are ticking along quite nicely. I don't think it'll take us too long to actually get through the turn here, really, which is quite cool. I think I could probably bring this to an end in just about a minute or two, actually. Things are going pretty sweet. Just need to get the divisions down here. I may go ahead and potentially draw out the 26th division and leave the weakened divisions over here, perhaps. Like, maybe I'll leave the 39th there, and the 3rd Division. Maybe those two can stay there, and that should be more than sufficient to prevent a breakout. I don't know, I do wonder how much we can actually amass. I feel if we can get the actual tank regiments convened at Chunking, we could probably try to make that work for us. We'll see. But we don't have to rush it, we can do it when we feel that we are ready to do it, but it's going to be one of those where you're never going to be really truly ready for it. The good thing is he doesn't have many guns, so at least we have that going in our favour. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and check on R&D, and then I think I'm going to call it about that, actually. 79. Now we did get our 3rd 7 over here. It'd be nice to start seeing some 8s, but I'm hoping that we see more 7s and we see more 6s and we see more 5s. Hopefully they just keep on going. It'd be great though if everybody was at 7 or, you know, 30. I'd prefer everybody to be at 30 right now. But that's cool. I can get by with that. Okay. Now, making that progress. Pretty happy about that. Additional units looking good. Air Army, second Air Army. We're not too far from actually being able to form a tank division as well. I feel like I've been waiting to say that forever now. But that'd be quite cool. Okay. We're also not too far away from the mighty Yamato. May she never have to leave the Sea of Japan. Yeah, 16 days to get Yamato. I'm looking forward to when she's done because that means that we'll have a lot more in the way of naval shipyard. I actually do have a fair amount of spare capacity here, actually. I think that was since the Junyo was finished, I'd forgotten to actually... Yeah, we're at 1367. We have... I say... well, I mean, when I say a fair amount of capacity, it's probably been a little bit too generous, but we could probably find something to use with that. Maybe a little bit over the top there. That's pretty cool, then. Okay. I'm pretty happy with things here today. Hopefully we can get back pretty quick, and that'll be pretty cool. So until next time, thank you for watching there, gents. I hope you have a great evening, and I shall see you in the future. So, I have something to say. See you next time. Yeah.